Hello everyone, I am Ballast James, here for another episode of Ballast James. Hope you can see me. Let me just try to fix that good. Well, one thing I have in mind for us today in this episode of my third consecutive video here on June 25th at 10:19, almost 10:20, is the concept of this video is practically any of the WWE champions, past, present, or any champion of the other titles in the WWE. We're going to kick off this talk show, not so much a talk show, but a talk about show. Um, in this episode, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about the WWE champions. In other episodes, I may be talking about the Unified Tag Team champions, whether it's Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, the Demolitions, Road Warriors. Doesn't matter. I'll be talking about any one of those guys. Even the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys. I'll be talking about those guys. Speaking of Road Warriors, what I learned on Wikipedia, if I'm allowed to do this, you know, go to Wikipedia, search Road Warrior Animal, and then search John Laurinaitis. You'll find something surprising if you don't know this already. It's going to be surprising. Just look for yourself. Anyways, back to the topic of WWE champions. Yes, WWE champion CM Punk is still champion so far at SummerSlam. He'll be in a match defending his title as always in any pay-per-view. Him or any WWE champion will be defending their titles at any pay-per-view. What I can't wait for is, let me see, what I can't wait for. Oh yeah, WrestleMania next year? No way I'm not going. I wish I could have went. Because that sweepstakes they were holding, the 100 ticket sellout, that all you have to do is keep going online every day up until a certain date. And they will let you know in your email if you won. I did not win because they did not let me know. So I'm pretty sad about that because it would have been my very first WrestleMania in history to go to at all. And it's only not that far away. It's the next state over from where I live in New Jersey. I live in New York, so it's the next state over. I would have been, oh my god, I would have went to WrestleMania 29. It would have been the greatest event ever. Seeing The Undertaker face whoever he's facing for that WrestleMania 29, and seeing him lose, it would have been the greatest WrestleMania ever. Because then he would have been 20-1. Finally. And I'm guessing, I know this is a pretty early prediction, but I'm guessing. Remember, this is just a guess. It's not factual. Unless it turns out to be later on, April, whatever, 2013. April 7th, 2013 for WrestleMania. I'm just giving a guess like I always do every WrestleMania. And that is that I hope Undertaker does finally lose. Because he's holding a 20-0 streak. If he loses at this WrestleMania, there's no one in history, even if they just start out and win at that one single pay-per-view every year, there's no one in history who's going to ever amount to the dead man, the Phenom, the one they call The Undertaker. Because The Undertaker has gone and surpassed them all. But next year, supposedly, it's supposed to be Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder for the Internet Championship title belt that he carries around in his Z, True Long Island Story episodes, I should say. It's that title that you see him holding. He's supposedly going to put that title on the line at WrestleMania 29 against Dolph Ziggler, who, in fact, if you didn't know this, was originally part of the Spirit Squad in 2006. He was known as, Nikki. He was known as Nikki from the Spirit Squad. Because if you go back in time or watch the Titantron video, entrance video, and you pause it right when the guy says Nikki, you can put his face on Dolph Ziggler's body and it'll match up perfectly. Probably not the hairdo, not the hair style, but the face and everything else will match up to Dolph Ziggler. And the one thing on my mind is July 23rd, 2012, the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. Who do you guys think will be at that Monday Night Raw reunion? Do you think maybe Jimmy Superfly Snuka could be there? Do you think Chris Jericho will be there? Because supposedly he's scheduled to do concert tours with Fozzy between then. Do you guys think that Chris Jericho... Well, wait a minute, never mind. Do you think maybe Kurt Angle might come back for a one-night-only reunion? Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Lita, Shannon Moore, Jamie Noble, Kid Cash, anyone from the past who might be in a different promotion? I think Jeff Jarrett of TNA might give some of his former WWE superstars a night off to go celebrate on Monday Night Raw, since they're part of that celebration. So far, I don't know at this point who's attending the event, other than Jimmy Hart. I know that Jimmy Hart's going to try his very best to be at that event. From sources anonymous, from anonymous sources. But Jimmy Hart is supposedly supposed to be at that event July 23rd. I'm not saying he will, therefore I don't get anybody's hopes up. And if he's not, I say I'm sorry, because Jimmy Hart is supposed to be there. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he's supposed to be. But I hope I see the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart there. I met him. He's a really nice guy. He's worth getting to know if you ever go to a independent wrestling event that he's managing a superstar or a tag team of superstars. He's a nice guy to meet at the autograph table. As you know, at any autograph sessions, all they do is just sit down, sign autographs, or stand up, take a picture, and then sign an autograph sitting down. This guy, Jimmy Hart, is so nice that he wants to personally meet his fans, not become friends with them. Not like that. I'm not trying to mean in that tone, but like he just gets to know them. Like, okay, because he's a nice guy, so he wants to know what his fans are like. So he purposely stands up the entire time during the entire autograph sessions. Not once does he sit down unless there's no one near his table. Then he sits down just to relax. But once someone starts to come, he starts to get up and interact with you. One last thing I want to mention in this episode, in episode 1 of WWE 13. Who do you think will be in WWE 13? I already know 3 superstars. Wait. 5 superstars. 5 superstars who are already mentioned and will definitely be in the game. Wait. I know more. Alright, you know what? Doesn't matter how many I know. I'm just letting you know who I already know. I already know that John Cena is going to be in WWE 13. Mankind, Mick Foley's other personality, will be in it. The Attitude Era Undertaker, the Dark Ministry, he will be in it. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kane, I don't know if it's the Attitude Era's Kane with the old red shirt with the stripes going across, or if it's the new 2012 version. I have no idea which one it is, but he's supposed to be in it. And the cover guy for WWE 13, CM Punk, is in it. Now, I hope THQ fixes his entrance theme in this game, because I know his entrance theme was pretty new in WWE 13, WWE 12, because he just came back maybe 2 or 3 months beforehand, and they didn't have enough time to re-edit his music to make it I mean, sound before his music starts. But I hope that they fixed it in WWE 13, where right before the music starts it goes, because then it'll be like in real life. Because they want the new WWE generation games to be more realistic. And I'm giving you tips right now, THQ, in order to make CM Punk more realistic, to make his entrance more realistic, you should add two things. The sound that you hear right before the music starts, which is what I call the TV static sound. And then you should also, when he does this, when he does this, and then does this, you should add him actually shouting, "It's clobbering time!" Or on some, like, you should have it randomly where it has two preset voices of him saying "it's clobbering time," and then the other one says "the best in the world." And you should also have him wearing like the "best in the world" T-shirt that he wears, and then where he goes like this after getting on the ground, he does this, turns around, camera stares at his shirt, and then he turns slightly until he's full frontal towards the ring. You should have that. Although for Zack Ryder's music, you should add his new one, which is the exact same one that he's been using for years since ECW. But you should use it where it goes right before the music. You hear him saying "woo woo woo," you know it, and then his music plays afterwards, so that his entrance could be more realistic. And you should also have it where the ring announcer is calling him Long Island, Long Island Iced Z, Zack Ryder. And here are some of the superstars' suggestions. In case you're taking suggestions, you really need to update your roster. You should have the new Brodus Clay, the Funkasaurus, where automatically within his entrance it has Naomi and Cameron, not as managers, just automatically within the entrance. And you hear them announcing him right before the music starts. And then you see them coming out before him. And also, to fix the entrances, whichever way the curtain side of the stage is, you should have every superstar coming out in their own unique way, but from the side of the curtain. Not from like a different angle and it looks cool. You should actually add it where, like, say if this is the stage, like this is the stage door, you should have it where they come out from here and get on the stage, not from like over here and get on the stage. So it looks stupid. So please fix that. If any TNA, not TNA, sorry, THQ representatives watch my video, this one, we should try to fix their entrances, therefore they come out from the curtain side instead of off stage, because then that looks stupid. Also, I also know that Edge is in the game as a WWE Hall of Famer, since he is a 2012 WWE Hall of Famer. John Laurinaitis, I really, really hope, I don't care if he's a DLC, I'll buy him, but I hope he's put into the game. I don't care what kind of a ring attire you have him in, just put him into the game, using his People Powers People Powers theme song and video. You know, the Raw and SmackDown General Managers video, Big Johnny video. Using People's Power, or what you call Global Force, as his theme song. And then you should also have it where, what else? Where, like, if you, like, you should have, like, two entrances of him. Like in, I believe 2010, I think it was. You guys at THQ put, like, a neck brace on Triple H. with like a body bandage or something like that. Um, and then that was his alternate attire. Well, for John Laurinaitis, you should also have his alternate attire where he has a neck brace and an arm, like a arm sling. With, and if you pick that as his ring attire, you should also be able to not be able to move that arm that's in the sling at all. I mean, yeah, you could slug it like this and maybe move it like that, but not full force, like it's out of the cast. Because then it won't be more realistic. Because when someone's in the sling, yeah, you can still do this, punching someone. But then afterwards, you should have him act like he got hurt. Because when you do that and you're in an arm sling, of course, you're going to feel the pain more because your arm is not 100%. So you should have that effect. And speaking of new features, you should have a I Quit match, special referee match, 1 and 2 referees, wearing the referee t-shirts, nothing else. I mean, not like that, nothing else, but like referee t-shirt, and their ring attire pants or tights or whatever they wear. But especially with the referee t-shirt. You should also have the roster more updated with more recent superstars like AJ, Maxine, Caitlyn, uh, Darren Young, Tyler O'Neill, Tyler Rex, the new Brodus Clay, like I said earlier in this video, along with some older generations. Like, you should finally add Owen Hart. Because I've been dying to see an Owen Hart DLC or even Legend in the game. I mean, I know you shouldn't because he's dead, and WWE probably made, after their lawsuit with the Hart family, or I don't even know if it was a lawsuit, but after the court date or whatever it was with the Hart family, they probably don't want to talk or bring up Owen Hart at all. But if you can get permission from the WWE to use Owen Hart and actually make him look realer, it'll be perfect. Because remember, he was part of the Attitude Era before '99, his death. He was the biggest part of the Attitude Era before his death in '99. So if you're going to have any Attitude Era with Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, Chyna, anybody, you should also include both Bret and Owen Hart. And create some type of a team if you want to. That's a preset tag team known as the Hart Family or the Hart Tradition or something like that. But include Owen Hart. He is one of the biggest superstars during the Attitude Era. I'm not saying the biggest, I'm saying one of the biggest. Because he was known as the King of Hearts, the Black Heart, something else too. But he was known as the Blue Blazer. You should also, if you do include Owen Hart, you should include his Blue Blazer outfit and his Owen Hart outfit. With his Owen Hart outfit, you should have his theme song that he had last before dying. And as his Blue Blazer, you should fix his Blue Blazer entrance and do what you guys wanted the effect of that over the limit. Not over the limit, over the edge Pay-Per-View to look like. And actually fix it to show us what it was originally supposed to look like if it happened correctly. It's up to you. Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you in another episode of Ballas James, WWE 13 and WWE Champions, past, present, and future. I'm Ballas James, and I'll see you next time. Adios.